Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, I'm just mild talking, y'all, till God give me a warning. I told y'all I'm assigned to do warnings. God came to me in the dream. I'm going to keep reminding y'all. I was like, why can't I do the inspirational type of words? And God said, no, you are assigned for warnings. I assigned you to do warnings. I was like, shoot, I'm finna be hated out here then. For real. God know people don't want to hear no warning. And then he signed me to warning. So if God give clearance for something, that means it is good in his eyes. Like when I tell you in the beginning, God created all this, and then he said it was good, it was good. So God said, I assigned you to do warnings, and it is good. So I trust that he know best. So God, if you want me to do warning, be hated, then and it's good in your eyes, then that what we rocking with. So yeah, I'm assigned to do warnings. People hate to see me coming, y'all. But if God got word for you, you gonna know. You is gonna know the word. So it's several people who I do come to because God give me a dream or something about them. I would tell them what God told me. I would tell them what God told me. So my daughter, she do music. And my daughter, she do music. So you would think that everybody would gravitate to her music. She said, Mama, when I went somewhere, she said, all they were talking about was you. She said, all they were talking about was her mama could see the future. Her mama tell you the future. She said it was a whole lot of people. And like the Samaritan woman who witnessed to a whole village. And she said wherever she went to, the people who knew me and know me was telling everybody, her mama do this, her mama do that, her mama can see this, her mama can see that. And you know, when I was reading Exodus, remember when I was reading Exodus and I was telling y'all that God, he would rather perform signs, miracles, and wonders. He'd rather get you with the wonders. So my daughter, she do music, but they was more intrigued with the wonders. They were like, what? Her mama do what? Yeah. But she was like, Mama, I was shocked. She like, they won't stop talking about you. I was like, oh, okay. God gonna get on with the wonders, because that's his preference anyway. That's his preference anyway when dealing with the situation. And I got my other friend, she kind of the same way. So she be like, man, I need to get with you. I need to know what's going on. I need to hear, like, is anything going on with me? Like, she always be like, I need to get with you one-on-one. And me, I just feel like, well, God, if it's something that you want me to tell them or show people, if you give me a dream dealing with people, I will tell them what's going on. But if you give me a dream, that means you giving me clearance that it's okay for them to know this. So that's how I come to God with what's going on. So God, he'll give me a dream vision, deal with the people. Then I just let them know what's going on. I'm like, oh, yes, this what's going on with you. Yeah, I did that with one of my other friends. Because during the storm, I was out on sabbatical. So during all the time of all this stuff that been going on, I ain't even been to work. Like, I've been on vacation. I'm like, God, is this how vacation supposed to feel? Because when I get back to work, everybody was like, so how was it? And I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, this is the weirdest vacation ever. We had all these snowstorm, ice storm. Like, I was like, I ain't never really been on vacation. I said, I'm not complaining. I'm glad I was off work. I'm glad I took my sabbatical, my vacation. I said, but I don't know if there was vacation or not, y'all. So during the time of this, I have a dream with my friend. God come to me directly dealing with my friend. So when God come to me, it's off the charts anyway. So God come to me dealing with you. God is not gonna come from heaven and come to me with a word, with a warning, unless it's serious. So it's off the charts. Anytime God come to me anyway. So if he take time out of his busy day to come show me something, I take it extremely serious. So while I was out on sabbatical, I have dreamed about my friend. And so I call her up. I'm like, look, she excited too, y'all. She excited. I'm prophetic. Like, she just excited. She just be like, yeah, tell me something I need. That's how she be. Like, she super excited because God said he gonna get on with the wonders. And then the people who the Samaritan woman got evidence. Like, it's evidence supporting, yeah, she's something serious out here. So they ain't just talking, just be talking. Like, they shocked. Like, God gonna get them with the wonders. So I tell them, like, look, I had a dream about you. So when I called her, I guess she was at home. And so she put the phone on speakerphone. So I don't know who all was around her. But I know it was a lot of people around her. And I know she talks about me a lot, too. So she probably like my friend at work who she sees stuff. She probably the same way. Cause the wonders are gonna get them. The signs and the wonders. So she's a Samaritan woman for real. Like, she's going to witness to the whole village. Like, yeah, my friend, yeah, she really be seeing some stuff out here. So, and then, like, anytime it's a warning, like anytime like a snowstorm or something come, I come to her ahead of time and tell her, look, you need to stock up your house. We got this going on. The weather, we gonna be snowed in. Like, I give her the warning about the weather even before the weatherman come and tell us that it's a snowstorm. So if God come to me or something about anything going on, like with the weather and stuff, I get with her. And so she be like, "Man, I'm so glad you told me, girl. I went to the store and I was good." Like, so I get her the rundown on what's finna go down before it go get public that it's finna go down. I let her know first. And so I have a dream about it. So I have a dream about it. She put me on speakerphone. So when she put me on speakerphone, you know, I guess she want everybody around her to hear what I gotta say. Cause I guess this the first time, like, this type of, like, the prophecy, me, God, I'm speaking to her directly, dealing with what I seen. So she got everybody around listening this time. Like, listen to her. Listen to what she's saying. So I'm like, look, your hair is normally short. I said, your hair is short. I said, but in this dream, your hair is long. And she said, mine, my hair long. She said, I sure do wear my hair short. She said, my hair long right now. I said, okay. And then I was naming other stuff going on. I was like, your brother. I said, what's going on with your brother? I keep seeing your brother in this dream. And so she was telling me that he had just called. While I was calling, all this is going on. So while I'm calling her, she just getting off the phone with her brother when I'm tapping in and reaching out to her. So I'm like, what's going on with your brother? I said, something with your brother. She said, man, he just told me about they finna do an appeal on his case. She said they don't normally do appeals on these type of cases. But with his case, they didn't just send him a letter. He just told me about it. I said, something going on with it right there. I said, so when I was talking to her, I basically was just telling her. So my friend, you know, I'm trying to go back to what I was talking about. So after I tell her that, she got me on speakerphone. And so at this point, it could have been like her boyfriend. He was trying to figure out, like is she Morgan? Like Moore, M-O-O-R. Like, he kept saying, what is she? Like, what is that? Like, what is it? And then at that point, I was like, he's trying to say I'm a Hebrew Israelite. And she like, yeah. Y'all know in the past, I talked to y'all about the Hebrew Israelites. And him, he was trying to like, is she Hebrew Israelite? So while I'm telling her, to give her this rundown of this warning that God is giving me, dealing with her. So if God come me dealing with a person, it's extremely serious. God wants them to know what's going on. Maybe it's something going on with a person where they can't see God like me. So I don't mind passing the word. Like, I don't mind letting you know. Especially if God come to me, then I think that it's for you to know. It's for you to know. My logic is, why would God tell me if he didn't want you to know? Like, that's my logic. But certain things he just want to keep between me. Okay, this you. But me, I'm just like an open book. So I'm really like an open book. So I'm like, shoot, God, if you tell me, then you want them to know, don't it? So I'm telling her the vision. I'm telling her she got long hair. She like, yeah, I'm telling her about her brother. She like, he's calling right. Like, she been talking to him. He just talk to her right then. So then she like, dang, how you know, like, she trying to figure out this connection. Like, I'm like, girl, I had a dream about you just now. And so After I get to, while I'm still telling her, stuff that God is telling me dealing with her boyfriend. Like I said, I'm on speakerphone, and he's jumping in like he can't figure it out. God said he gonna get you with the wonders. It's gonna be the signs and the wonders gonna get you right, snatch you right on in. That what gonna get you. So at this point, I started talking about her. I'm like, look, I called her on a Monday. This was before the storm. So Monday, the week of the storm, I called her and tell her all this stuff that's gonna go on. And I was telling her about her, and I was just telling her, like, it just seemed like she just didn't seem like she had no energy. She just seemed like she was just overwhelmed. Like, she trying to hold it down, but I could see, like, Bailey, I be like, girl, it look like you was on fumes. Like, it look like you ain't got no nick of a sense of strength up in you right now. I said, you push it through as best you can. I said, but I don't know what's keeping you together, because you is not together. That's why I was telling them. I'm like, all of what you doing, it's going to end up catching up with you. All of what you're doing to try to keep it together is going to catch up with you. So I barely gave her that word and so much, because I don't really want to speak too much on what I was saying, but in so many words, that barely what I was saying to her. So boom, I'm trying to see if I said anything else. But the one really was for her. So I told her, this what you need to do. This right here is what you're going to have to do. Because all of what you got going on, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you carry all this weight, and the weight just overtakes you, so to speak. So I told her, what you gonna have to do. So I told her what she gonna have to do. Boom, I got the phone with her. So I ain't heard nothing from her all week. So then probably at Thursday, I reached out to her. So when I reached out to her, she was like, I've been at the hospital all week. My daddy just had surgery, just got out of surgery. He just got home. She said, but I've been at the hospital all week with him. So when I was telling her all this stuff that I had seen going on, it wasn't nothing. She didn't know nothing about her daddy even have to have surgery or go to nothing. He probably went to a doctor visit, and then at that point they was like, he got to have surgery. So I'm telling her all this stuff Monday. All this stuff go on, including the fact that her daddy had to go through his surgery. The week I sent the warning. So whatever she had going on, him having the surgery created more of a weight on her. Because that weight wasn't on her when I was telling her this. But the weight came on her after I told her this. But she got me on speakerphone with a lot of people. So she got me on speakerphone, probably her daughters. She got everybody listening in on this. Like, look, this how this her right, this the real deal right here. So she tell me about her daddy. And so when she tell me about her daddy, I think me telling her what I saw for her, and her not even knowing about the daddy, the surgery, and then the surgery coming in, I think there was a wake-up call right then. Like, I think that was the wake-up call that I'm going to have to do some stuff a little different. Or it's just gonna be too much on me. So I'm going to have to do this to make it easy on me. So she ended up, getting back with me and just following up with everything I was telling her, dealing with all that. And so she always talk about me picking up weight. But I'm looking at her like, you picking up weight too. Like, we both picking up weight out here. Y'all, it is what it is. She like, girl, what have you been eating? She was like, you already picking up weight during the snowstorm. She like, you really picking up weight? I'm like, shoot, I don't know. I ain't think I was eating like that. Yeah, I'm a goofball. So yeah. So God said he gonna use the wonder, and when I was reading Exodus, when Moses went to try to free the people, God said, I'm not gonna use a mighty hand against the people to free them. He said, I'm just gonna get them with the wonders. And people, if you tell them something, they gonna be like, huh? How you know that? That's how they gonna be. Remember with Jesus, when he went to the Samaritan woman and he was telling her about her life, and he was like, yeah, matter of fact, you done had 5 husbands, and the man you with now ain't your husband. And she was like, huh? How you know that? Is you a prophet? That's the response people have. That's their response, y'all. But the wonders is gonna get them. That's gonna be like, wait, huh? Yeah, I give all glory to God. I give all glory to God. I'm not going to charge for a word from heaven that God give me to give to you. I'm not going to charge for that. I'm not going to charge you for a word that God give me that he wants you to know, but for whatever reason, it's a disconnect and he can't get it to you. So he find people like me, prophetic people, to try to get the word to you, to try to get the warning to you, to try to let you know, hey, ding, 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 ding. So I'm not going to charge for that. I'm not going to exploit the gifts of God. God already paid the price. God already paid. God already paid the price. So what you charging for? The price already been paid. So that's how I feel with it. So God give this is all to me. I'm a vessel. I'm like, God, whatever you want me to say, whatever you want me to warn the people with, okay, I'm ready to warn the people. Even individual people. Like if you come to me, you tell me something dealing with a person, they gonna get the message. They're gonna get the message. And then later on they're gonna be like, how she know? People deal with psychics, but psychics illegally tap into what I got access to do. I got legal access. I don't have to dig into darkness to see what God showed me to see. God allowed me to see, and if God allowed me to see, that means it is good in his eyes. I don't have to do nothing illegal. I got rights, and I got clearance for what God want to show me and what in the realms he choose to take me to. I got clearance to be in these realms. It's nothing illegal. People be so stuck on psychics. They ain't got no power. That's why they illegally tapping into something that they ain't supposed to be tapping into. But I got legality. I can, what you want me to see? What gonna go on here in Memphis in the city? Because I gotta get the warnings out. I'm ready. God told me I'm doing warnings. All right, bet. Give me the rundown. What finna go on? Anything impact me and my family? What's the rundown, God? God, give me the rundown right now. That's how it be. So certain people, I be like that with them. I get on rundown. Look, this what finna go on. This right here is what finna go on. And so I'm just tickled, y'all. I'm just tickled about God using wonders to woo the people. He know that's what gonna get them. But even when you deal with Egypt, you know, they did a lot of musician, they did a lot of witchcraft in Egypt. So God, he just like, shoot, what I got greater than what they trying to conjure up. I just get them with the wonders. So the Egyptians already practiced that type of lifestyle, practice all that. So when God said, no, I'm not going to use a mighty hand, I'm going to use wonders, it was all for his glory at the end. Because if they see all this going on, they like, shoot, I'm trying to figure out who your God is. There they be. I'm trying to figure out who you worshiping. Because my God ain't doing all that. Who I'm worshiping ain't doing all that. So, y'all, I'm finna let y'all go, but I was just telling y'all my stories. And like I said, my friend, she be ready. She like the Samaritan woman. She like the Samaritan woman at the well. When Jesus came to the well, told her whole life. And she was like, what are you, a prophet? Like, how you know all this about me? And she went and witnessed to the whole village. She converted the whole village over just by that one encounter. And everybody listened to her. That's how my friend is. She likes the Samaritan woman. So if anything going down, she did same way. She gonna let everybody know. And she gonna and when she stamp it, then they believe too. Like her credentials, if she speak on something, say something, they like, wait, what? Ah, for real? Yeah. So I'm just tickled, y'all. Cause I was tickled with my daughter too. Cause my daughter was like, Mama, all they were talking about was you. All they were saying was her mama can see the future. Her mama can see this. Her mama can tell you this. Like that's how they was. And she said she was tickled. Well, I don't know if she was shocked or what, but she probably was shocked. Cause she like, Mama, they would not stop talking about you. And my friend, she probably the same way. And then her boyfriend, like he on speakerphone, come talking to her about what I seen, but he right beside her. He like, is she a Hebrew Israelite? I'm like, I don't even know nothing about that. I don't even know nothing about no Hebrew Israelites. But they keep coming, crossing paths with me. Remember I told y'all I was in the store? I was somewhere out, and I said, I don't ever see no women. I said, dang, you the Hebrew Israelite, walking up, and I was just like, I don't even know what y'all on. Shoot, I don't know you see no women around. It just be a whole bunch of men. And me, I'm just like, by the time you get through with me, by the time you cross paths with me, either you gonna influence me or I'm gonna influence you. One of us gonna have the greater power over the other. And I'm willing to bet it's me. I'm willing to bet your beliefs against my beliefs. And I think I'm coming off on top. I think I'm getting your mind. So I don't think you want this right here. Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all be safe out here. And like I said, if God give me a warning or something that He wants me to, like anything going on with the city, anything going on that's a radar, that He feel like it's a radar, I'm gonna get the word out, let y'all know. Try to get your generators. God gonna bless you, but He wants you to use the blessing to stock up and be wise. If you're not wise, it remind me of the ant and the grasshopper. So either during this period, you're gonna be wise like the ant, or you're gonna be foolish like the grasshopper. But if you foolish with the grasshopper, dealing with your time and everything else, you can't boo-hoo and cry to the world. Because when God opened the window for you to do it, you weren't wise with what He told you to do. So this is the time to, if He do give you a little extra, if He do bless you with a little more, to prepare for the storms that's ahead. Because we do have storms that's ahead. And if not, then you're going to figure it out one way or another. So, I just look at it like Noah. When he was preparing the people and they just did what they wanted to do, you do got free will. So, you do got free will. You ain't got to prepare if you don't want to. That's going to be your problem. It's going to come back on you. And that's what I was telling my friend too. I was telling her, look, when you dealing with the gift of prophecy and the prophetic, I said, I can tell you that your boyfriend is your husband. Like, I can tell you this. I said, but you still got free will that's factored into this equation. So just because I tell you that your boyfriend is your husband, you might not want him. And God respect the fact that you may not want this person. But God gonna tell you who the best person for what you got going on in your life. Whatever struggles you gonna have, whatever you got going on, God gonna pair you up with a person that's compatible with you to get you through, and y'all can become one. Y'all can be strong out here. But the person who God got for you, you may not want them. Like, truth be told, you may not want them. God giving us the option to choose, but He's going to tell you who might be the best for you. Certain things I think is divine. And I think certain things with certain people, you don't even got no choice. Like, you just don't. You say free will, but you're going to still be forced into it. It reminds me of Joseph and Mary, Jesus' mama. And she was a virgin. And then you got Joseph over here. And Joseph, he didn't want to stone her publicly for being pregnant with Jesus. So he trying to do it private. And then the angel coming to him like, look. Like, he had to keep getting counsel from angels just to be with her and push through what was going on. There was a divine connection. I don't think it's nothing that would. I don't think free will had a choice in that matter. Like, I just don't think so. Now, I think you say free will, but is it really free? Not with that. I don't think all connections like that. But there was a divine connection, and it was Joseph and it was Mary. And them angels was constantly coming to him in vision, dream, telling him to move here, go to this city, go to that city, and keeping them together during this whole time, during this whole process. And so, I think they do go on. I think with certain people, you just got to be with this person. Like, God just, for the purpose that He got for you within the earth, this is just the person you got to be with. I don't think this is the case for everybody. I think it might be a variable. Because you can't have a person and they can reject you. You can be rejected. The person who God assigned to you, who God appointed for you, who God said is the best person, the best fit for you, you can reject them. You can reject them. and and God will let you live your life with another person, but it's not gonna be at its full potential as if it would have been if you would have picked the person who God had for you. If it would have been the person who God had for you, you're gonna live in your full potential. But I think you can operate with a person, be married to a person, but not be at your full potential of purpose on this earth by picking the wrong person. But God still is a good God, so he will still bless it. It will still be good. Like God will still make some good come out of what you got going on. That's your life. You in a relationship with somebody. Even though you're not married to the person, boom, you get pregnant. God and it is good. So he might still bring life in this situation, even though the situation is out of alignment with him. He still might bless it anyway. By the kids and stuff, but that don't mean that's who he picking, that's who he wants for you. It's just God is a good God. So if he a good God, you're gonna see good, you're gonna know him by his fruit. So his fruit is gonna always be good. So that's how God is, that's how God operates. So y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. And then also with prophecy and stuff, you can change prophecy. What's the purpose of prayer? So even if I see something and I can look at something and say, no, I don't like what I saw. And I didn't did this before. No, God, I don't like that right there. I don't even like what you showed me. And get what? I go pray against it. So if I pray against it, what I saw will not happen. So I can tell you, hey, you're going to be in a car accident. But if I go and pray against the car accident and you don't be in an accident because I prayed, you guys say, ooh, she lied. She ain't no real prophet because she said I'm going to be in an accident. I would. No, I prayed against the accident. That's why you weren't in the accident. So certain prophecies is a variable. Certain prophecy, prayer can change what you see. Prayer can change it. So I can see something I don't like it. Okay, I'm finna pray about it. And then certain stuff just locked. It ain't nothing. It ain't a prayer in the world can change what God's saying. It locked. Everything going on ain't locked though. So when you deal with God, some things are variables. God let you choose, like through your free will. You pick this person, this is the life you're gonna have. If you pick that person, this is the life you're gonna have. You have two different end results based on who you choose. And prayer can change situations. So it's no reason why would God tell us to pray if it wouldn't change the situation. So certain people, they see certain stuff. They might tell you, yeah, you're going to be in a car accident. But they go and pray against the car accident. And then you want to, call them false because the accident didn't happen? No, I prayed against it because I didn't like what I saw. So I prayed against it. So it won't happen. And you want to call me false prophet? Because God showed me what the result it would be without prayer. So I'm trying to change this result. So let me put prayer in this equation. Because I don't want this result. So I got to pray to change the result. Y'all get it? Okay, y'all. Because I don't want y'all confused now. So that pretty much how it is. So I'm just trying to clear the air a little bit with it. Because I think people get it twisted and think everything you see supposed to happen like the way you see it. No. If prayer can change some of the stuff, I'm going straight to prayer. Like, That's my mindset. Certain stuff God show me. I don't like that. God is it anything. Like God, this how I go to God. Certain stuff that go on, I be like, God, is it any way you can look at this situation? And is there another way to get the results you're trying to get where I ain't got to go through this situation? Because, like, one of my daughters died. So one of my daughters died. God said he come take my daughter. He said, in order for you to experience death, you got to deal with death. So he said, I had to experience the death of their daughter. I got 5 daughters, y'all. God took one of my daughters. I had a total of 6 daughters. So I got 5 now. So this is what God telling me. So in the midst of God telling me this, he takes my daughter. I have a vision. God showed me another daughter that was going to die. And I was like, God, can you go back? Look and see. Like, do this got to be the end result for this daughter right here? Or is there another way to get the result that you're trying to get out here in the earth? So he showed me a vision. One of my daughters, a different daughter, he showed me her dying. And so when I went and prayed, he threw me back in the vision. And it had a different ending. So first ending, I was like, God. Do this gotta happen? I understand everything going on and you the judge, but do it got to, like, do this person got to, like, do death got to be factored in this equation? That's how I came to him. Like, do it got to be like this? Like, is it any other way? Any other way, God? Or this just locked? It's just locked. And when I went to him like that, he threw me in the dream, and it was a different ending for this person. So one of my daughters, she ended up getting real sick. And during this time, I never told her this, but during this time, I told her, I said, look, I ain't tell her nothing about nothing going on, because I ain't want to evoke fear in her. I said, if you're not feeling good, I said, you get to a emergency room. That's what I told her. You go to a emergency room. And so I have a dream. Well, first I had a dream. And so when I had a dream, I go to my daughter. I ain't tell her nothing about nothing going on, because I don't want fear in this equation. So I already prayed, put it on the altar, sent it to God about a different ending, which he gave me a different ending. And so when he gave me a different ending, my daughter, she came in my room. She said, Mom, I'm not feeling good. I said, well, you know what? I said, if you're not feeling good, you get to a emergency room. I said, just go straight to the emergency room. This is what I'm telling her. But I ain't telling her what I seen. This telling me to tell her to get to the emergency room. And so in the dream, the person got sick, but they didn't die. So this person got sick, but they ain't died. So that kind of was like her situation where she probably ended up in the hospital, but it wasn't to the point of death. But if she would have probably like brushed it off and not probably even went to the hospital, not took it serious, it could have took a turn for the worse. It probably could have taken a turn for the worse. But me, God kind of me in a dream. He already showing me what it is. And so when he showed me what it is, I go before him like, God, do it got to end like this? Or is there another way? And when I say, God ain't never threw me in the same dream like that. And so when I go to him and ask, is there another way? It was another way. And so I go to my daughter after the fact now, because during this time now, I'm like, dang, God telling me this about my daughter. Dun, 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 dun. So then she come to me and she like, Mom, I'm not feeling good. I was like, you get to the emergency room. I said, if you're not feeling good, you just go on call ambulance, go straight to the emergency room. This is what I'm telling her. I'm like, I don't care if they can't even find nothing. You get to the emergency room. I don't care what they tell you. If you ain't feeling good, you don't lay down. You go straight to the emergency room. You let them try to figure out what's going on. If they don't find nothing going on, then okay. But I said, you just get to the emergency room if you're not feeling good. And I think she ended up going to the doctor, actually. Because she said she wasn't feeling good. I told her, get to the emergency room. Let them run whatever test they run. Even if they don't find nothing, just let them run tests anyway. And so she ended up getting, so she got to the point where she just, was sick, but it wasn't to the point where death was involved. Death was removed out the equation, but death was actually in the equation with her. And when I prayed, God removed the death death was attached to it, and he just let her get sick and stuff like that, and then dealt with that. But I never even told her about what God had shown me in dream dealing with her, because I didn't want her to be scared, because I didn't need fear in this equation at all. I was just like, get to the emergency room. If it's coming from me, take it extremely serious. Take it extremely serious. God desensitized me. So when God desensitized me, it's a real common element. But what I'm seeing and what God telling me is not nothing to be taken lightly. Nothing to be taken lightly. Extremely serious, off the chart type serious. I deal with warnings. So if I say something, take it extremely serious. Like, I don't have to sit here and boo-hoo and cry. I can't do the Tyler Perry for y'all to tell you it's serious out here. But just know, if I send out a warning, it's on that type level. Period. So, yeah. So she, God spared her. She don't know this, though. Like, she still don't know this, because I don't want fear. I don't want fear jumping on her. So I ain't gonna tell her. I ain't gonna tell her, but I think she did end up going to the emergency room shortly when I was like, get to the emergency room. I think she did end up kind of going to the doctor, because I stressed If you're not feeling good, get to the emergency room. And this is based on what God showed me in the vision that I was in. But God threw me back in the same vision. And in the vision, she got sick, but it wasn't to the point of death. Death wasn't in the equation, but death was really in the equation dealing with her. So, they all doing good. So, y'all. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Yeah, God got me out here like... I know, y'all. I know. Oh, woo. I know. I know. I'm speechless. So certain stuff I do, okay, this person needs to know, but certain stuff, you can't know what I know. God put me here, and I got to filter and figure out, is this something you really need to know, or this something that I need to keep and conceal from you? So it kind of be like that too, y'all. And me, I got to weigh it out, and with that situation right there, that's something that this person did not need to know. My daughter did not need to know my dream that I had dealing with her. She did not need to know this. So I had to conceal everything that was already revealed to me. And I was just like, get to Murray. If you not feeling. And the odd thing about it was, as soon as I had the dream, she was coming to my room and tell me she wasn't feeling good. I said, go to the hospital. Let them figure it out. But you need to be around people that can monitor what's going on. So that would end up happening. And they never really found nothing. And then she was like, oh, Mom, I'm tired of going to the doctor. They don't never find nothing. Every time you go, they just take your money. That what she said. But it's cool. I didn't jump in that conversation to say nothing about nothing. I'm just like, you go and you let them clear you. I don't care if they tell you it ain't nothing. You let them be the ones to clear you, though. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day.
My thought.
Yeah, I was just talking to my friend. I got the video blocked. But I was just talking to my friend, y'all, and she pop up in here. But yeah, I was just speaking. I just told my friend, she don't even know I did the video. So I did a video speaking on, my friend like, oh, I got a prophetic friend. How many of them you got?
One.
Who?
You?
I'm the only one.
Only one.
This is one I consider the Samaritan woman. She be ready to hear something, don't it? You be slapping me down saying what?
I be tuned in. What you have a dream yet?
But you like, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
I need to get with you. I'm gonna come get with you, talk to you.
And I don't care if I'm scared, nervous, anxiety up. I want to know what is it. Please tell me the word for me. Do I need to go get some canned goods? What's going on, baby? I need to know, because I know you know.
See, this is a Samaritan woman. She gonna let the whole village know.
Yes,
look, your boyfriend too, what he say? He think I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
He said you on to something.
Look, he called me a Hebrew Israelite.
He said she on to something. When you told me to stock up, because we finna be out there and the snow came. Well, it wasn't no snow in the forecast. I'm like, how you know about all this? Like, make it make sense. And I'm listening. And I'm definitely tuned in.
Yeah. But remember when I just called you and I was telling you, girl, your hair is long. You don't never
you
wear
ain't
your hair
seen
long.
me in about a month or two. 2 months probably. You been gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like, your hair is long in the dream. I said, you don't never wear your hair long. You said, girl, my hair long right now.
Yeah.
Look, that got your attention, didn't it?
Yeah, and no, you had my attention years ago. Baby, this ain't just not having. I've been to everything you tell me, I take heed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't done. You don't leave me behind. Because you one of the ones, baby. I'm trying to ride with you. I'm going your way. Pick me up. I'm ready. I don't even know the time. I'm ready. Just tell me where you coming through. Because, yeah, you on to something though, Rochelle.
When I called you, I was like, if you could see what I seen.
Then by my surgery and everything, like, you been on point. Girl, you just don't know. And then it's just like, it's been on my mind. Then by you come telling me the same thing, what's on my mind, I ain't talking to you. How you know what's on my mind? So by you come telling me what's on my mind, I'm like, man, I need to go on the call and get this situated. And look, people be needing that little push, man. Look at me now. For real. Real talk. People be needing that push, man. God put people in places. Like today, I was at the grocery store. This white man pulled up beside me. And he was like, hey, walking out the car. I was like, I was finna keep walking. And he was like, excuse me, man. Like he was pleading for something. Then I walked over there And he was like, I can't walk here at the wheelchair laid flat in the seat. He was like, I can't walk. Could you go and pay a bill for me? And I was like, yeah, you know. So I
Yeah.
went and paid the bill for him, came back out. He gave me $100 for paying that bill for him. I was like, oh. So at first I was like, oh, I'm good. He was like, here, he made me take it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, I ain't gonna
I ain't
turn it
turning
down
down
too
no
many
money,
times now. It's already recession out here. I look, and you down, I don't want to take your money. You know, you in the wheelchair. He insisted on me getting that money. But yeah,
You know, I
said,
just-
people put people in certain places at the right time for other people.
Yeah.
Like it's already mapped out. He been saw this coming. You know what I'm saying? This is already mapped out. It's already in the book.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Look, you feel lucky with that 100, don't it?
I'm trying to tell you.
Look, you
And
look
I'm
like
keeping
you.
it too.
Look at your face. You glowing like, girl, I got $100.
Because I was like, wow. After I left him, I was like, couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just was talking about you. It's you and another person too. They always be like, my daughter said she went somewhere and she said the girl was like, man, her mama, she could see the future, man. Her mama, it was a room full of people, and my daughter said she would not stop talking about me. All she kept talking about is I see the future. I can tell you about this. Look, nigga, you shaking your head.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better listen to this woman. Because she knows something now. It ain't going to take 2 or 3 minutes. Her video's going to be that long. Just tune in for a minute and think about what she's saying. I'm telling you. She might be talking to one of y'all.
Yep, I'm finna let y'all go. Cause, yeah. So we can catch up, right?
Yeah, because it's time to go. I need to hear a little more about me. I ain't being selfish, but it's my time right now.